Hi everyone, so here's some advice on trading terms and what to include in a contract with a buyer. So what I've done is just researched a couple of different other companies and their trading terms, and I've put it all into a Word document. Please note that these are examples only, so you will need to get your own independent legal advice that's unique to you. So this is just some idea of what other companies are using in their trading terms. And the reason why you have trading terms is to really protect yourself and have everything written in writing so the buyer understands what they can and can't do, so you don't get into a situation where the buyer orders hundreds of different garments. You then go and produce those garments, and right before you deliver them they cancel the order. So that's absolutely something you don't want to happen, because more than likely you'll have to pay for the items and you'll have to try and find a reseller. So here's some trading terms. So it's a really great idea to have a disclaimer that disclaims you from any legal responsibility of, for example, if someone, purchased your garment and had some sort of issue with it, they can't sue you, basically. Also, there is an order acceptance policy, so you want to sort of reserve, this one says that you reserve the right to accept or decline the order. So if someone placed an order that you really cannot fulfill on, you want to reserve the right to say, actually, no, I can't supply that. Sales tax and reseller licenses, it's a good idea just to be really clear about the taxes and what you need to pay and what you don't need to. Orders. Retailer shall place its orders for products on purchase order forms approved by, and everywhere I've put an X, that's referring to the company, so you could insert your own name there. Orders are subject to approval or rejection by your company name, and it's sole and absolute discretion. A retailer may cancel such order within 72 hours without charge. Any cancellations of confirmed orders after the 72-hour charge will be subject to a 20% cancellation fee. So you can amend this and get your own advice here. You might actually want to say, look, absolutely no cancellations at all, or you might like to increase that percentage. There's lots of different things here, so it's not set in stone. And then there's terms here. You could put whatever terms wherever you're distributing from, and what the payment terms are. So the payment terms are net 30 days from date of invoice. So that usually refers to once the stock comes into their store and they receive the invoice and the stock, they have 30 days to pay for it. Or you could actually say that you would like the goods are a COD basis, which means cash on delivery, which means as soon as you deliver the stock, you get paid. So you're not waiting 30 days. So you need to decide when you want to get paid. Buyers will not pay you before the stock comes in. It's usually a COD or 30 days. Some accounts allow 60 days, but I would definitely not recommend that. I would say a COD to begin with, or 30 days, unless you organise a consignment where you actually put the stock in store and you negotiate a higher margin, so you get paid when the stock sells. You would then put those terms in here. So consignment basis, you get X percentage of the sale when it's sold. Payments, unless otherwise directed by your company in writing, the retailer shall mail all payments to such and such with remittance. And then you could say what other things you accept. You know, do you accept company checks or not? If they pay by credit card, is there a percentage credit card fee? You'll have to look at your merchant facilities, and you know, if there's anything else to do with payments. Delivery, this is all your terms relating to the delivery and the shipping. So all orders received and accepted by your company name are automatically provided a 40-day completion date unless otherwise specified. So products ordered at one time in partial shipments within the time delivery as provided order unless the order is specified to ship complete. So all of this is a little bit of jibber jabber to me, so you could delete it. So you just need to go through this document, have a look at what you think is going to apply to you or not, and then get the independent legal advice, because this is definitely, you need to find out what's going to suit you. Another important one to include in your trading terms is returns. If they find a fault with the garment and want to return it, what's the procedure? So you could actually say, look, you can, if it's damaged products, you need to tell us within 7 days of receiving the stock. So they can't sort of go 6 months down the track, hey, this is damaged. You want to know straight up if there's a problem. Also, some companies actually say that they need to, before they send something back to you, they need to get authorization or a return authorization number. So that's a RA number. Prior to attempting to return any products. So for example, like you don't want 5 carton loads of product turning up on your doorstep without knowing about it before or approving the return, because then there's, you know, an issue about shipping and who pays the freight cost, all of that. Retailer advertising of products. This is another great one to put in your trading terms. So this one says all advertising and promotions, including without limitation printed advertisements, point of display. You could actually put something in there about online and social media as well. No advertising of products may include double pricing. So you could sort of put in there like any promotion of products is permitted from our image library, because you do want them to promote your product as much as possible, but you might like to put restraints on there of they can't take their own photos, or they can't use photos that you've taken without permission or without a watermark, that kind of thing. So think about what you will or won't allow the retailer to do with your products and advertising. Sometimes if it's a very large retailer or department store, they might have their own in-store catalog, which they might like to feature your product in, which is really fantastic exposure for you. But if that retailer happens to want to advertise it for a cheaper price, it's going to upset every single other retailer you sold a product to. So you might like to stipulate something in here like pricing needs to be approved by you before it goes into a national campaign or advertising promotion, that kind of thing. Then there's something here of termination. Terminating the relationship between you and the retailer, what's to happen in that event, and any other miscellaneous clauses in there. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what sort of trading terms you need to consider when dealing with a buyer. And you can download this template and just have a little bit of a play with it, but please do remember this is an example only. You do need to get your own independent advice about this.